English Leap Podcast.
From Speak English with Class.
Hey, English learners. Welcome back to the English Leap Podcast, your go-to English podcast for learning English in a fun and powerful way. I'm Erin.
And I'm Evan. Now, before we dive in our last episode, we gave you a listening challenge. And whoa, we were blown away by your responses. Many of you told us you survived all the way to intermediate, even advanced levels.
Wow, yes, that made us so happy. It shows how strong you are in your English journey. So today, we're turning up the level just a bit. This episode will be in B2 English, upper intermediate.
Don't worry. If you're still at B1, stay with us. We'll keep experimenting between intermediate and advanced to see what works best for you.
Oh, and for anyone who didn't take the listening challenge yet, don't miss it. The video link is in the description below. Go try it after this episode.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever sat at your desk for hours, working, studying, reading, and yet, at the end of the day, your brain feels heavy? Like a thick fog?
Oh yes, I've been there. You push yourself, but instead of results, you just feel tired. Your brain whispers, "Stop, I can't do more."
The truth is, your brain isn't lazy. Nope. It just needs the right habits and fuel. Small daily actions that make you sharper, more focused, and full of energy.
And that's what today's episode is about, how to boost your brain power. These habits aren't only for work or study. You can use them for learning any new thing. And yes, we mean for learning English too.
And hey, don't forget, we've prepared a free PDF guide for you with all the key points, practice questions, and vocabulary from today's episode. You'll find the link in the description.
Speaking of vocabulary, later in this episode, Crystal will join us for the vocabulary breakdown. She'll take some useful words and explain them in simple English, so you can really understand them, and use them in your own English.
That's one of my favorite parts. It makes the new words so easy to remember. So, if you're ready to give your brain a real upgrade, let's jump into part 1, deep focus and energy.
So, let's start with focus. You know, many people think they need to sit at their desk for 5 or 6 hours straight to get real work done.
Whoa, I used to do that all the time. And guess what? At the end, I felt completely fried. My brain was like, please stop.
Exactly. But here's the truth. Our brains actually work best in short cycles, around 90 minutes. This is called the 90-minute rule.
You focus hard for about 90 minutes. Then you take a short break. That break resets your brain, and when you come back, you're fresh again.
And it's not just a theory. Students who study this way, athletes, even top performers, they all use this rhythm. It's smarter than pushing for hours.
I tried it last week. I set a timer for 90 minutes, worked only on one task, then took a 15-minute break. And wow, I got more done in the morning than I used to do in a whole day.
Right. And once your brain has worked hard like that, it also needs a reset. That's where another secret for energy comes in. A simple morning walk.
Oh yes, without headphones. Just you and the world.
Exactly. When you walk like this, your brain goes into a creative mode. New ideas just pop up. It also reduces stress and clears your head.
And sunlight. Don't forget that. Just standing outside for a few minutes in the morning gives your brain a natural boost. It sets your mood, helps you sleep better at night, and makes you feel awake during the day.
So true. Sometimes we look for complex solutions, but really a short walk and a little sunlight can do magic for your brain.
So, to sum it up, focus in 90-minute blocks, take real breaks, walk in the morning, and catch some sunlight.
Exactly. Simple, natural habits that give your brain fresh energy.
And now that you're focused and charged up, let's move to something just as important: how to feed and recharge your brain.
Yes. Let's go into part 2, nutrition and recovery. You see, focus is important, but your brain can't focus well without the right fuel.
Uh-huh, like a car. If you put in cheap fuel, the engine doesn't run smooth.
Exactly. And think about this. Have you ever eaten a giant heavy meal and then, suddenly felt sleepy?
Oh yes, many times. I remember one afternoon, I had a big plate of rice with fried chicken. After lunch, my brain just shut down. I sat at my desk, but nothing happened.
Haha, I know that feeling. That's why smart food is brain food. Light, healthy meals give your brain steady energy, like salmon, nuts, blueberries, and even a little dark chocolate.
Chocolate? Now you're speaking my language. But yeah, I feel the difference. Heavy food makes me lazy, but lighter food keeps me awake.
And here's a small but powerful habit. Eat mindfully. That means no scrolling on your phone, no TV, no rushing. Just eat and enjoy.
Uh-huh. I tried it once, and honestly, it was strange at first. But yeah, you're right. I noticed I felt full faster, and calmer too.
Exactly. When you eat slowly and mindfully, your body knows when it's full. You get energy without that heavy, tired feeling. And speaking of rest, let's talk about naps. Many people think naps are for kids, but actually, they're like a secret weapon.
Oh, really? I always thought naps would make me more sleepy.
That's the mistake. A short nap, just 20 minutes, is the sweet spot. It recharges your brain, improves memory, and lifts your mood.
Okay, that sounds doable. Not a long nap, just a quick one.
Right. And the last part of recovery is movement. But don't worry, I don't mean 2 hours in the gym lifting heavy weights.
Haha, good, because that's not me.
Just light movement. Stretching, yoga, even a slow walk. It clears mental fog, lowers stress, and brings fresh energy.
Uh-huh. Even when I just stand up and stretch my arms, I feel more awake. Sometimes small moves are enough.
Exactly. Light food, mindful eating, short naps, and simple movement. That's how you recover and give your brain the fuel it really needs.
I like that. Take care of your brain, and your brain takes care of you.
Exactly. And once you fuel your brain, the next step is keeping it clear. Not easy in today's world of phones and endless notifications.
Right. So, let's move into part 3, digital and mental clarity.
This is a big one. Our brains are powerful, but they're also sensitive. And in today's world, phones, apps, and endless notifications keep stealing our focus.
Uh-huh. I know that feeling. The phone buzzes, I check it for 1 second, and whoa, suddenly 20 minutes are gone.
Exactly. That's why a digital fast is so important. It means creating small pockets of time with no phone, no social media, no notifications, just silence.
Wow, like a break for the brain.
Yes, because every ping or buzz gives you a tiny hit of dopamine. Feels good in the moment, but too much makes your brain restless, always looking for the next hit.
Uh-huh. I've noticed that. On days when I stay off my phone for an hour, I can think deeper. My mind feels calm.
That's the point. Digital fasting rewires your brain for focus, not distraction.
Wow.
Now, let's talk about silent mornings. Imagine starting your day with no talking, no texts, no calls. Just quiet.
That sounds strange, but also kind of peaceful.
It is. In silence, your brain warms up slowly, without stress. You give your prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of your brain, space to start the day.
That makes sense. Because when I start my morning with messages, my head feels busy all day.
Exactly. silence gives clarity. Even 20 minutes of quiet in the morning can make a big difference.
True.
And finally, there's something called the mental load dump.
Uh-huh. What's that?
It's simple. Before bed, take a notebook and write down everything on your mind. Tasks, worries, ideas, big or small. Just dump it all on paper.
Oh, like clearing the RAM in a computer.
Yes. When you write things down, your brain feels free. You sleep deeper because your mind isn't holding on to all those open loops.
I like that. Instead of lying in bed thinking, don't forget this, don't forget that, you put it on paper and let your brain rest.
Exactly. That's mental clarity. Fewer distractions, more silence, and a clear mind before sleep.
Uh-huh. And when your brain is clear, it's ready to learn, explore, and grow.
Which brings us to part 4. Curiosity and learning. You see, our brains are not machines. They don't just need focus and fuel, they also need curiosity.
Uh-huh. Curiosity. Like that childlike feeling when you keep asking, why? Why? Why?
Exactly. Curiosity keeps your brain young, sharp, and flexible. Even small questions can wake up your mind.
Like yesterday, I suddenly wondered, why do cats purr? I looked it up, and whoa, I learned something new in just 5 minutes.
That's what I call a curiosity burst. You don't need hours. Just a few minutes a day, exploring one random question, and your brain lights up.
Right.
Then there's the curiosity hour. It's when you give yourself a bit more time, maybe in the evening, to learn something simply because you enjoy it. Not for work, not for school, just for fun.
Oh, I love that. Sometimes I read about space, or I watch a documentary about history. Totally different from my job, but it gives me fresh energy.
Yes, when you follow your curiosity, your brain actually remembers better, even things that are not connected to the topic. And here's one more powerful tool, the teach-back trick.
Oh, what's that?
Simple. At the end of the day, take one thing you learned and explain it out loud, as if you're teaching it to a child.
Uh-huh. That's smart. Because when you try to explain, you really see if you understand or not.
Exactly. Reading something isn't true learning, but when you put it in your own words, that's when your brain says, "Yes, I get it now."
I can see how this helps with English too. If you learn a new phrase, don't just read it. Try teaching it to a friend, or even to yourself in the mirror.
Yes, that's the idea. Curiosity keeps learning alive, and teaching makes it stick.
Wow, so simple, but so powerful. And now let's dive into part 5, emotional balance.
Yes. You see, brain power is not just about focus and discipline. It's also about emotions, how we feel inside. If your emotions are messy, your mind can't think clearly.
Uh-huh, that's true. On days when I feel stressed, even small tasks feel huge.
Exactly. That's why emotional balance is so important. One simple way is social interaction. Just one real conversation every day. Not texting, not emojis, real face-to-face talk.
I love that. Even a short coffee with a friend makes me feel human again.
Yes, real connection releases oxytocin, a brain chemical that reduces stress and makes you feel safe. Another habit is gratitude journaling. Every night, write down 3 things you are thankful for.
Oh, that sounds so simple.
It is, but it's powerful. Gratitude changes your brain's focus, from problems to positives. Over time, you start noticing more good things in your life.
Uh-huh, I once tried it for a week. At first, I wrote small things, like good coffee or a sunny walk. But slowly, I felt lighter, happier.
Exactly. Gratitude shifts your mood. And here's another habit, the daily win reflection. Before bed, ask yourself, what small thing did I do today that moved me forward?
I like that. Not, did I finish everything? But just, did I make a little progress?
Yes. Progress, not perfection. That's what keeps your motivation alive.
I like that.
And finally, the one problem journal. Write down just one problem before bed. Don't solve it, just put it on paper.
Whoa. And then what?
Then you sleep. And while you rest, your brain keeps working in the background. Often, the solution pops up the next day.
Uh-huh. That's genius. Like giving homework to your brain while you sleep?
Exactly. And when you combine these, real conversations, gratitude, small wins, and problem journaling, your emotions become steady, your stress goes down, and your brain feels free.
So true. Emotional balance is like the glue that holds everything together.
Yes. And with that, we've covered all 5 parts of boosting your brain power.
Whoa, what a journey. From focus and energy to food, clarity, curiosity, and finally, emotional balance.
But wait, we promised you something extra. Crystal is here with the vocabulary breakdown.
Thanks, Erin. Hi, everyone. It's time for our vocabulary breakdown. I'll explain some useful words from today's episode and give you an easy example for each. Ready? Let's begin. Rhythm. Meaning. A beat or pattern that repeats. Example. She studies with a rhythm. 30 minutes of work, then a short break. Complex. Meaning. Not simple, a little difficult. Example. The math problem was too complex for me. Mindful. Meaning. Paying full attention, not distracted. Example. She ate her food mindfully, enjoying every bite. Doable. Meaning. Something you can do, possible. Example. Running 5 kilometers is tough, but doable with training. Mental fog. Meaning. When your mind feels cloudy and unclear. Example. After staying up all night, I had mental fog in the morning. Sensitive. Meaning. Easily affected or hurt. Example. My eyes are sensitive to bright light. Dopamine. Meaning. A happy chemical in your brain. Example. Eating chocolate gives a small dopamine boost. Rewires. Meaning. Changes the way something is connected. Example. Learning a new skill rewires your brain pathways. Strange. Meaning. Not normal, unusual, or a little weird. Example. I heard a strange noise outside my window. Clarity. Meaning. Clear thinking or understanding. Example. After a walk, she had clarity about her decision. Curiosity. Meaning. Wanting to know more, asking questions. Example. Children ask many questions because of their curiosity. Gratitude. Meaning. Being thankful for good things. Example. He showed gratitude by saying thank you to his teacher. Great job. Now you know some powerful new words. Practice them this week, and the more you use them, the stronger they'll stay in your memory.
Thanks, Crystal. That was super helpful.
I always enjoy the vocabulary breakdown. It makes everything so much clearer.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. Remember to download your free PDF guide with all the key points and practice exercises. The link is in the description.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, Which brain habit will you try first?
We'll be back soon with another episode to help you learn English in a simple and powerful way.
See you next time on the English Leap Podcast.
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.